Juventus in action away against Brescia. Brescia 1-0 up, actually. Juve, though, coming back to win by 2-1. Jules, this almost had a familiar feel to Barcelona, a little bit familiar to what we've seen from Juventus all season. Just getting enough, but goodness me, they're not exactly lighting the sky with some firework football.
No, at all. They're far away from where they want to be and when Maurizio Sarri wants them to be, really. And once again, and that may be the most worrying, because we knew that for them to play the way Sarri wants them to play, I would take a bit of time. But it's the fact that they go behind again, and that happens almost pretty much every single time in the league this season. I mean, last weekend against Hellas Verona, they went behind, and yeah, they came back and won. But, it's still not ideal to go behind every single time. And again, today, they went behind and they scored on 2 set pieces. I mean, the first one is a set piece and the second one is a set piece when the rebound comes on Pjanic and then Pjanic scores. You don't expect a Juventus team with Maurizio Sarri as a manager to only score on set pieces against a team like Brescia today. I thought the game was so unconvincing, the performance was so poor, and he made a lot of chances, and Cristiano was not there because he was injured. But still, with the players they have on the pitch, you should expect and you should see a far better Juventus than what we saw tonight. Again,
it was disjointed.
What's the excuse? Yeah, what's the excuse now? I mean, listen, they'll probably go on and win the league at the end of the year. I say probably because they have done so many years up till now. Although that being said, the best football been played in Serie A has been by Napoli by far, which of course Sarri's old team, but he's 2 years into the job now, Ancelotti. But do you remember last year when I shouldn't bring it up really.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, go on, bring it up.
I'm going to have to say when people were coming out saying, well, it's the Premier League and the players just don't understand this Sarri ball sort of nonsense, which I've always thought was a nonsense. But, people use that as a little bit of a bat to say, people just don't understand how he wants to play. But, these guys at Juve, they're all hugely experienced, talented players. It's not rocket science, If he wants them to play one way, passing it out or doing this, there's not one player in that Juventus team does not understand a shape change, right? Not one. People think, we're not talking about kids here who are learning the game. When you tell them, oh, we're playing a diamond or we're playing a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3, and for a 16-year-old, it's maybe a little bit of how. We're talking about some of the best players on the planet. So, there's other reasons I think as to why it's not happening yet. Maybe it's personnel. I think maybe it's more he's trying to find the right balance within the squad that he's got. So he's trying to find what he thinks is his best team. He knew what his best team was at Napoli, and they pretty much played every week. And that was to his detriment at the end when they blew up. He kind of knew what his best team was at Chelsea, and his substitutions, by the way, Kovacic for Barkley and all that. But I think they've got such a strong squad, Juventus. He's still trying to find the right balance within all the personnel that he's got.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.